The most important points of the sermon of Saint Leonard of Port Maurice entitled, The Fewness of the Saved. Part 1. Brothers, because of the love I have for you, I wish I were able to reassure you with the prospect of eternal happiness by saying to each of you, you are certain to go to paradise, the greater number of Christians is saved, so you also will be saved. But how can I give you this sweet assurance if you revolt against God's decrees as though you were your own worst enemies? I observe in God a sincere desire to save you, but I find in you a decided inclination to be damned. So what will I be doing today, if I speak clearly? I will be displeasing to you. But if I do not speak, I will be displeasing to God. Therefore, I will divide this subject into 2 points. In the first one, to fill you with dread, I will let the theologians and fathers of the church decide on the matter and declare that the greater number of Christian adults are damned. In the second point, I will attempt to defend the goodness of God versus the godless by proving to you that those who are damned by their own malice because they wanted to be damned. Today let us examine this great question: is the number of Christians who are saved greater than the number of Christians who are damned? Note well that there is no question here of the human race taken as a whole, nor of all Catholics taken without distinction, but only of Catholic adults who have free choice and are thus capable of cooperating in the great matter of their salvation. The most terrifying, however, is Saint Jerome. At the end of his life, in the presence of his disciples, he spoke these dreadful words: out of 100,000 people whose lives have always been bad, you will find barely one who is worthy of indulgence. In the time of Noah, the entire human race was submerged by the deluge, and only 8 people were saved in the ark. Saint Peter says, this ark was the figure of the church, while Saint Augustine adds, and these 8 people who were saved signify that very few Christians are saved, because there are very few who sincerely renounce the world, and those who renounce it only in words do not belong to the mystery represented by that ark. What did our Lord answer the curious man in the gospel who asked him, Lord, is it only a few to be saved? He says to them, you ask me if there are only few who are saved? Here is my answer: strive to enter by the narrow gate, for many, I tell you, will seek to enter and will not be able. It is the Son of God, eternal truth, who on another occasion says even more clearly, many are called, but few are chosen.